So before I talk about that, the big elephant behind my back in my room, I want to talk about this first, which is, as you can see, Legend of Korra Book 1 Air on Blu-ray. I just got it yesterday, actually, once I was done with my Batman video. I was like, you know what, there's going to be a bunch of Legend of Korra news today. I might as well go ahead and, pick this up. I had the money, I just, rode there. And I got this. So, yeah, that's pretty awesome. So, if you want to hear my thoughts on this quick, well, so far, it's pretty damn awesome. I mean, it's The Legend of Korra. I already reviewed this whole series, so if you want to hear my review, then you can go check out my video. Shameless plug, yes I know. But, this is a great series, a great first season. I can't wait for the second season, but I'll talk about the second season, so don't worry. The quality, the picture quality on the Blu-ray, goes without saying, is amazing, especially for the animation with this show. It's pretty much the main reason why I bought this, not really because of the audio commentaries, all of the audio commentaries for all the episodes that you have, or behind the scenes, whatever. But mostly because I wanted to see how the animation was for The Legend of Korra and just the overall Avatar series and how the sound quality sounded. And it's great. It's amazing. It's so crisp and clear and just so nice and beautiful. It's amazing. I think they should definitely release a lot more Nickelodeon shows on Blu-ray, because Nickelodeon shows are always filled with lots of colors, and usually some of them have good animation. Would probably pick up a couple of those just to see how just beautiful it looks on Blu-ray. So picture sound quality in this are great. I haven't gotten through all the bonus features yet. I've been listening to pretty much all the audio commentary so far. I'm on episode 8. Which I can't really name off the top of my head right now. So that's kind of why I'm just now getting to this video. And I'm also just now getting to this video because I had to watch the Legend of Korra trailer over 30 consecutive times, 30,000 consecutive times, because it was just that good. And you know what? I'm going to put this down, and that's what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about the Legend of Korra Book 2 trailer, as well as the release date. The release date has been officially announced as September of this year, September of 2013. Nothing really else besides that, but I'm still really grateful because I've been waiting a year and a half for Avatar, The Legend of Korra release date, Book 2 Spirit's release date to be announced. And I'm happy enough just to get the month, and not even an actual date. I'm just happy that we're getting a month. I'm happy that they released a date and when we can, mark our calendars. I'm perfectly happy about that. And I don't mind that, we've been waiting about a year and a half because, Mike and Brian, creators of, Avatar and stuff like that, I forget their last names, and on top of that, I don't know how to pronounce them. Very, very complicated last names, but so is mine, I guess. But I don't mind that they, took them a year and a half to make this show because, one, Legend of Korra was only supposed to be like a one-season miniseries. They didn't really expect to make a second season, which, really, it's Avatar. Of course you're going to have a second season if you're continuing the series. But I don't mind that it took them about a year and a half to make the show, because they're just trying to make the best show that they possibly can. If it takes a lot more time for them to do that, then, whatever, that's fine. I'd rather have them, take their time and try to make the best show they can instead of just rushing it and making a really half-assed rush show. So I don't mind that it took them a year and a half. I don't mind that at all. I just wish they had released a release date. That's all I really wanted. So we got that, and I'm perfectly fine and happy that it's just a month. And you know what? If, you were mad that they didn't release an actual date in the month of September, well, you got a trailer with that too, so you gotta be grateful with that. But that's pretty much why I'm here to primarily just talk about the Legend of Korra trailer that was released, and overall, it's absolutely amazing. If you want to go watch the trailer, I'll put a link in the description, then you can come back and watch my video, or you can skip this video entirely, just go watch the trailer, link will be in the description, as well as some other little news information that had popped up on Legend of Korra at Comic-Con. I am continuing my Comic-Con news update videos with, this video. I'll also put a link in the description for some, other certain Legend of Korra news. I can't quite remember at the top of my head, but I'll put it in a link in the description. To some photos and some other little videos I could possibly find for Legend of Korra. I'll put all information that in the description, as well as some other information that I don't mention in this video. So with that said, let's get started and review the Legend of Korra Season 2, Book 2 trailer, whatever. Let's start. Overall, this trailer was amazing. Probably one of the best trailers for anything I've ever seen, just ever. I think what makes it so great and just makes it so very interesting is that it's a kids show, and yet for the trailer there's like no dialogue at all. It's just the score and the images that they chose to show up in this trailer. That music definitely does make this feel like pretty much the only thought that I had. Well, I had many thoughts, but one of the many thoughts I had, in my head. When watching this trailer was like shit is about to go down. That's pretty much the overall feel of this trailer. Just like shit's about to get real. This season, shit's about to go down. Stuff is getting serious, and it ain't all fun and games anymore. Which, I guess you can see as kind of a complaint because this is an Avatar show, and not only that, but it is a kid show. And of course, we're gonna have jokes. Of course, we're gonna have laughs and silly little moments like but. I guess people could complain about this show or like, oh, it just makes it way too, serious when it really isn't going to be that serious. I guess that some people can, see that as a complaint. I definitely could see that as a complaint. But, if this is the overall, tone and way that they want to go with this new season, I'm perfectly happy with that. And that's definitely what does, show in this trailer. It just shows that, like, shit's about to go down and stuff's about to get serious, and it's just going to be an overall more serious, more dark tone, which says a lot because the last season of Legend of Korra Book 1 Air was way more serious from the last Airbender, and that was just 12 episodes. The last Airbender was 61 episodes, and the tone for the first season was just way more darker and way more, whoa, that's really serious than 61 episode entire series. That's pretty impressive. But I can see that, people could complain about this, like, oh, they're just amping it up way too much. It's not going to be this serious. We're going to have some jokes, which is very true, but I think this just shows the overall, tone, the overall just, way that things should, be seen. And I really do like that. Like, just throughout this whole trailer, it was just like shit's about to go down, and the music was just amping it up and just, getting you really, really excited, which a trailer should do. Trailers should, amp you up and get you excited. And also, the trailer left you with just so many, there was just various questions. I have a couple notes on here, because there's just a lot of questions I had to ask. Which, again, a trailer should do. The trailer should, make you go ahead and ask, like, well, what's that here? And, what's that there? Why is this here? Why is that there? What's going to happen here? What's going to happen there? That's what a trailer should do. There were a lot of questions that were just running through my head that were just, making me even more excited. Because I can't wait to see why this happens in this series. Which one of them being Korra and Mako on, like, a biplane. They're just, like, they're not even, like, sitting in a plane like any average normal person would do. They're, like, hanging on to the wings of a plane. Like, standing on the wing and hanging on to it, too. Flying towards naval ships. Like, these giant, like, Navy vessel ships. That's awesome. I really want to see where that goes. I really want to see if shit goes down there. Also, Jinora, one of Tenzin's little airbender daughters, the smart one, the smart bookworm one, not the annoying one, she's apparently going into the spirit world also with Korra, which is kind of interesting. I really would like to see, what happens with that. Like, why is she going into the spirit world? Again, big questions I really would like to see. Also, speaking of her, at one point in the trailer, you see her, like, floating down into this little cave type thing. I really don't know how to describe it, but I'll get into it in a minute. She's floating down into this little area on, I'm assuming it's like this little spirit flying bunny thing that uses its ears to fly. It's really weird. Just watch the trailer, you'll see what I mean. And she's floating down into what looks like the desert library from the last Airbender season 2, or the last Appa. That's awesome. That's very, very interesting. And I've been looking at some of the well, there are no comments on the trailer, but a lot of people have been saying, like, oh my god, it's the library, the desert library, and exactly that's what I've been thinking. Like, it looks very much like the desert library, and I will get to some other little, throwbacks into some other little, characters and certain things, from the original Avatar series coming back in this trailer, in a minute, but I want to get to some of the more of the questions that I had throughout this whole trailer. Another one, like Asami, she's driving this boat. There's going to be boats in this, which is awesome. I guess, like, throws, Mako out of the boat and onto, like, this, into this building. It's really weird. Again, another question. I really want to see where that goes. So for all you fans that hate Mako, then I guess this season's gonna be great for you because there's gonna be a lot of Mako abuse in this. So that's pretty cool for you fans. I don't really mind Mako all that much. Whatever. And again, going back to the whole Navy ship, like there's so many Navy ships in here, and they don't look like the ones at the end of season or book 1. They look very, very different, very, very evil looking. So I really want to know what happens with that. There's so many questions in this trailer. You're like, at many points in the trailer, you'll be going, "Oh my God, what's that? Oh my God, what's that? Oh, what's gonna happen? I can't wait! I'm so excited." That's pretty much 90% of what you're going to be doing throughout this whole trailer. The other parts are going to be going, "Oh my God, there's going to be that thing's coming back. Oh my God, that's awesome." And now I'm going to get to that, some of the stuff that they brought back from the original Avatar series and they are bringing back here, such as the library, like I spoke of. It does look like the library. Like there's like the connecting little bridges that look like T's or X, whatever, and the various different levels and the green lights and stuff like that. And it does look like the desert library, and it would be kind of like creators have said that this show will be taking place not only in Republic City at certain parts, but all over the world. So it is very a big chance that we could actually get to see the desert library, which is really awesome. But also with the desert library comes the giant librarian owl spirit, which was something that always kind of freaked me out when I was younger. I was like, "Oh my God, that thing's scary." Now it doesn't really scare me all that much. Okay, it really scares me, but it's back, like the giant owl and stuff like the giant owl is going to attack the little airbender, Tenzin's daughter. I forgot her name already, Jinora, and. A lot of people could, complain and say that, well, maybe it's just a different owl. Maybe it's not specifically that same owl. But how many of you were, sitting there in your seat watching this show are going, "Oh my God, it's a giant owl from season 2. And how many were going, "Oh, maybe it's just a different owl. I'm not really all that excited." You were all thinking, "Oh my God, it's a giant owl from season 2. So it's going to be the giant owl from season 2 probably. Just is awesome. And also the biggest part that a lot of people will probably shit their pants over is Korra talking to Avatar Roku, and Avatar Kyoshi. Again, there's no dialogue in this, and you can't, there's just the music that's playing, but you can see their lips moving and stuff like that. And she does appear to be in the spirit world, or at least in the Avatar state, talking to, Roku and Kyoshi. That's awesome. Can't wait to see what they're talking about, and I really hope they do get the same voice actors to reprise those 2 roles, and it's definitely a big, fangasm moment. Like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that happened. I can't believe that's going to be in, later episodes. That's awesome. I cannot wait." So, yeah, there is that. Again, a lot of throwbacks towards, the other series. Not really throwbacks. It's stuff that was, characters that are being brought back, really. I've been saying throwbacks a lot lately. I don't know. And also, something that isn't really bringing characters back. It's more just diving more into the mythology of Avatar. Is the very first Avatar, which is something I find all around really interesting. This is probably my number one thing. My number one most anticipated thing about Book 2 is the very first Avatar, Avatar 1. Let's talk about that name first. He is the first Avatar ever, and he's a male. So for all of you female fans out there, probably screaming, sexist, but, whatever. He's the very first Avatar, and his name is Avatar 1. He's first Avatar as a number 1, and his name is Wan. Wan. Did they really... I don't think that they just deliberately called him Wan because he is the first Avatar and Wan sounds like one. But I think it's a little bit more than just a coincidence. Don't you think? It's kind of weird. Now, a lot of people are going to be saying, "Oh, he must be, Avatar Wan." Get it? Yeah, funny. A lot of people already have been doing that. I've been seeing, these little, funny pictures on the internet, whatever. So I think it's a little bit more a coincidence that his name is Wan. But that is really interesting that they're also bringing in the very first Avatar. And I really am interested to see how this whole, Avatar, reincarnation, cycle began. and just going into that, or even how bending came to be, and how the Avatar and that whole again the reincarnation cycle began. That's very, very interesting, and also a nice little fun fact for you Walking Dead fans, if I do have any Walking Dead fans watching my videos. Steven Yeun, I believe it's first name Steven, the last name is spelled Yeun. If I mispronounce that name, I apologize, but he will be voicing Avatar 1, which is really, really awesome. I have seen a little bit of Walking Dead, and he was very good in the episodes that I have seen, so I really can't wait to see if he does a very good job here, or if he doesn't do a good job, but I have seen some good stuff from this actor, so I really am excited to see him in this series. And something that I also like that I may have mentioned in my previous videos talking about Legend of Korra is that I just like that this whole new season isn't like just an immediate like continuation of the last season's story, with Amon and Tarlok and the Equals and stuff like that. I like that's a whole new like villain and a whole new conflict and just an all-around new story. Like each season is its own contained conflict and resolution and story. I really do like that, and that's something that I do look forward to seeing how they do that in like book 3. Yes, they're already making a book 3 as we speak, so that's really awesome. I really like that. I like that it's not like a continuation of that of the Amon story, which I am very glad of, because I think that story was wrapped up nicely, with Tarlok killing Amon and himself, or at least we assume. Like maybe they could have survived, but they're probably dead. I mean, come on. That is something that I am really happy about, and overall, I am even more pumped up for Legend of Korra Book 2 now than I ever was before, which is saying a lot. I am so happy. I cannot wait to see it. I am so happy. I cannot, wait for September to come. I'm just excited, and you guys probably are too. So all the news that I had talked about today in this video will be in, I'll have some links in the description to the various different stories, as well as some other stories that I did not talk about in this video, and that pretty much ends it. Again, video less than 20 minutes. That's awesome. So I'll see you guys soon with my, more Comic-Con update videos. Subscribe if you like. Tell me what you would like me to talk about at Comic-Con, if you would like, if I hear news about that or whatever. But I'm 1, 2, 3 Movies Rolling. I'll see you guys soon.